Hello everyone, welcome to Blackbird Hub. This is Krish Jaiswal, and let me welcome you to a new video where we'll be discussing and creating a research engine for our applications in Java. Now, this research engine is written under Bhavuk Labs, so we do provide a very exhaustive README of how to set up this project. This video will be specifically targeting on how we can get started with this. Upcoming videos in this particular playlist will also target how to customize the user profile and get the research done accordingly. So let's begin with it. Uh, Initially, we need to have a project, definitely IntelliJ. We also need to do this so that it exactly knows from where we are getting this particular project from. So the repository from where we are getting this project is Jetpack. Uh, Thanks to Jetpack for hosting this. And the dependency is definitely again this one, com.github.powerclubs, artifact ID being Research4j, and the version being 1.101. All right, that being said, let's read what to do next since we have done with the dependency. The next is setting up your CSE and API keys, right? So what is a programmable search engine? Let us first explore this. Programmable search engine is an option where Google basically gives you a mechanism to use your own search engine for your website. Let's say I search that how to fix null pointer exception, and I only want my users only get the results from a specific site or from my own site. So what this means is whatever we search for on the internet would be limited, like the users whatever they search for on the internet would be limited to one, two, or like n number of particular websites that I specify in this search engine. That is what a programmable search engine is all about. So let's create one. Let's name this Power Labs, and then I need to mention the specific sites or pages that I need to search for. So this could be like individual pages where I have to look, or entire site or parts of a website, multiple things. So let's say I want to search for baildon.com and then stackoverflow.com, then github.com. I'll get on this. In fact, you can get started with just searching the entire web, because this will really affect whatever you are whatever your research results are. So at this point of time I would just search the entire web. I'd make sure that it is an image search and a safe search as well, not a robot. Let's create this. Okay, so here is what we have, that the search engine that we have created. If we copy the code given here and paste it in our site's body section, we'll basically get a small search bar like this. So look, so if I now write that how to fix null pointer exception in Java, that's what the results I get. Okay, they are sorted by relevance. You can also sort them by date. That's a preview. All right, now let me hit customize. Anything else, let me search. Okay, so here we have the search engine ID. This is something that we definitely need. I'd copy this and keep it into notepad. Yeah, so this is our CSE ID. Don't worry, if you are using this, I'll definitely get this changed. Sites to search, I'll add some sites to search. Let me say github.com, then let me say, okay, let me see if this is a comma separated list. Okay, yeah, so let me add stackoverflow.com, hit save. Let me add baildon.com, then hit save. Okay. So basically at this point I have 3 sites where I have to look for all the citations or the references. Now any look and feel, we don't know this, we don't need this. So basically you have a limit of 10,000 queries per day. So we get the search engine ID. Let's start. All right, now let us see what is the next step. Oh, did we lose track? No, we didn't. Okay, just a second, I guess we did. Research4j. Yeah, so we are done with this process. Now CSE is something that we have got. Now we need to get the Google search API key. to generate a programmable search engine API key, we also need some other things. So this is like the custom search JSON API. Uh, so this is where we get our programmable search engines API key. So yeah, let me select a project. Let's say project Java. Yep. Next. This is something that would enable the custom search API, or it'll enable the access to the custom search API. Let me get the key. Okay, this is here. Done. Let me paste this as well. This is Google search API key. So this will basically enable you to use your custom programmable search engine, and this CSE ID specifies that which programmable search engine are you talking about. All right. Let's see what is next in the GitHub. Where did we lose track? Okay, back again. Now, since we are looking for a free tier at this point, you can use this Google Gemini plus Google search configuration. So let's navigate back here, space this, let's import, and then this, done. Now, there is something that you need, which is the Gemini key. Okay, yeah. And then I can get the API key for the Gemini. Create API key. Let me just create or like use an existing one already. Oh, I don't have one. Create API key. Oh, here we are. So now let's inject this Gemini API key. Then we have, okay, let me just keep it here as well. Then we have the CSE ID, which goes in here. Next, we have the Google Search API key that goes in here. So let me tell you just what exactly is happening here. Research4j basically creates a research engine for you that will run to fetch all the citations, that will do the reasoning on the content available in the citations, and it will figure out the final answer for you. So there has to be a research result. I would say research.query. Basically, you need to create a session before you query. So let's have a session. We do need some parameters. So what we do is we just get this to create a new session for us. It's done. Now we say session.query, and we specify what exactly we want. So in this case, let's search what is Spring modulith and how to use it. We'll search for this and print the results. So I would say markdown result, and that is result.get answer. Is it? Yeah, this is it. Now let's say we also want the citations to be listed. So I say here are the citations. Let's say for citation, okay, let me just check this out. Result.get citations. So it's a citation result list. It's citation result. Result is get this citations, but we cannot have result two times. So I say citation. Okay, that gets it working. Done. Now let me just list this down. I maintain a variable int I is equal to 1. I say I plus, and then citation dot get title, and then I also want relevance score, so which is this. Good. There we go. And then I say I plus plus. Done. Now let us run this program. Now once we run, we get a huge bunch of logs. We see that the research engine, okay, we see that the research engine was initialized. All the native things that we need are initialized, like the dynamic router, basically having the information about all the graph nodes, then the query analysis node, citation, reasoning, and all. And henceforth, research engine at the end is initialized. Then we determine how exactly we start our search for the citations. Once that happens, we begin with the query analysis. That's like the inference model running on Gemini itself, enhancing the query in order to get out more detailed citations and more relevant as well. Then we see that we have founded 5 citations after the fetch citation was run for this particular query. So Gemini citation fetcher was called, invoked, whatever. And then we see that the reasoning selected was chain of thought. Oh, okay. And then there is this markdown result. That makes sense. So let me do one thing. Let me just copy this and paste it on a markdown renderer so we can get a better view. Okay, works. So first, we start with analyzing the question and identifying the key components. The question asks for a definition. This is basically what the inference layer has gotten. Definition, what is Spring Modulith, and how usage, how is it implemented, what are the steps involving. Then we examine the available information sources. Source 1 is Baildung, 2 is IO, Spring IO, 3rd is Reddit, Spring blog, Bell SW blog. Okay, this is what we get from the sources. Then we connect the relevant information to answer the parts of the question. We get the definition from all the sources, all contribute to defining Spring Modulith. It's a Spring project aimed at building well-structured, domain-aligned Spring Boot applications following modular monolith architecture. The usage basically is again in points. So at this point of time, we did not implement the code block node, which would get us the code for the usage, but it still provides the sources where you can go to and actually see the most relevant information. Then we have the synthesization of all the answers into like one single place, which is, it is a Spring project designed to facilitate and all of that. And then we have the conclusion. Now we also have the relevance score. Baildung has a relevance score of 4.2. Spring Modulith documentation has a relevance score of 0.34. What are your thoughts? In the Java ecosystem, Reddit thread has a relevance score of 3.8. Introducing Spring Modulith has this score, and a guide to modular applications with Spring Monolith has gotten this much of relevance. Now, if I really want to compare this using Perplexity and give ChatGPT what and how it works, or what exactly is better, using Perplexity or using our own research engine, which is plug and play into any Java application or backend applications of your choice. Now, that is something that I can leave on you viewers to decide about. This is how you would set up and get your most basic research engine live and running. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel and this particular video as well. And also don't forget to star this repository because it really means a lot. And that's it for this video. Thank you.